we need to talk about Tim Walz. So Gavin Newsom, as you know, with this new podcast, he's been hosting a lot of conservative folks on the podcast. And I guess now he feels like I probably need to talk to people on my own side. And inexplicably, he decided Tim Walz was the right person to have on the show.
Yeah.
And Tim Walz is feeling very, very feisty, apparently.
Very much
and he has decided that he can beat up everybody. And if you don't believe me, just take it from him.
We got to go on the offense. We got to meet people where they are. But I also think this, and this is where, this is part of the conversation I'm trying to have, is you got to respect people you disagree with, and you can't just dismiss people.
How do you fight it?
This
I
notion
think
of
I could kick most of their ass. I do think that if they wanted to. I know I can outrun them, but I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing.
It's a natural reaction. I think it's one of the reasons we're losing so many men. And again, it's multi-ethnic. It's not just white men. We're losing them. We're losing them to these guys online. We're losing them people that I'm bringing on this podcast as well. That's why I brought.
These are bad guys, though. These are bad guys.
But they exist, and we could deny they exist. They exist. Not only they exist, they persist, and they're actually influencing young kids every single day.
How do we push some of those guys back under a rock?
I think we have to first understand what their motivations are. I think we have to understand what they're actually doing.
I swear this guy, I'm 54 with osteoporosis and I am your Huckleberry. Like I volunteer as tribute.
Bring it.
I do. I wouldn't even take my hoops off, man. Like I'd be running on coffee and bitterness. And I could take this guy. I could take him, you guys. Seriously.
So I will pay to watch that.
Right. I could do it. I could my daughter who's 15 and 5'1" could take this guy. Okay. Like I could do it. You guys, there's so many people on Twitter who are like, let's do it. Let's totally do it. Like, I challenge you to a duel, like based on whatever, I don't even know, whatever statute in Texas. I challenge you to a duel. I do this. Like we could just give all the money to charity. We could do it. I feel like I can get a ring with this guy. Let's do it.
I would love it. I mean, this guy is such a scumbag, and he's starting to get out there more and more. Like he's trying to be a thing, and there are apparently he's hosting town halls and whatever, and people are going and making him a thing, even though he was one of the things that brought Kamala down, other than her own lack of competence.
Mm-hmm.
He did not bring anything to her campaign. He brought nothing except weird hand movements and this kind of waving
and dancing. And
dancing.
The guy he was in show choir. No, nothing against show choir, Mock. Nothing against it. I know. You know how much I love you. But he was a theater kid. I could take him, you guys. I could take him.
Yeah, I mean, him trying to be tough guy, just
stop.
Just stop.
Take
and
all
then
the Tim.
He wonders aloud on Gavin's podcast, why doesn't anybody trust us?
With the Alien Enemies Act 1700s and the deportation and
I think it's just the beginning.
I mean, this to me, of all the things that has happened during the Trump administration, the notion that you can completely disregard the federal court and literally challenge the court just blatantly in contempt of court. I mean, that's the cornerstone of this constitutional democracy.
Why are they not trusting us? What's your take? I mean, what are you hearing when you hear this? Why are people not trusting the message we were delivering? Because I keep coming back to this. We needed to have immigration reform to control our borders, and you can do that with humanity. Donald Trump just said they're invading our country and they're eating dogs and cats, and he got more votes.
That's right. That's right.
Because you guys weren't getting shit done. You were just letting a bunch of illegals in that were hurting the people. That's exactly what was happening. My God, the amount of 20 million people poured over our border. You weren't getting it. That's not reform, you jackhole. That's
and you don't get to say now that we need immigration reform. We needed immigrate. You don't get to pretend like you were at all or are now concerned about the border. Right. You lost that right. Sorry, but no, you do not get to do that.
You had many years to fix it, and you didn't get the job done. And interestingly enough, in 8 weeks, Trump completely transformed the border. Weird how that works when you said that a president has no control over that. It's so weird.
He kind of does.
Yeah.
And the numbers now, you've seen the stats. I mean, we're talking like 95, 96% down.
Right.
It's night and day. And there's nothing that Congress did.
No.
It's all Trump. And it's all just the attitude of saying, you don't get to invade our country.
Right.
Instead of being all mealy-mouthed and squirrely and just like, oh, we love everybody.
Oh,
that
he's
brings people.
Yeah. And they're self-deporting. It's not even that he's being mean. Like he can just talk, he can talk a big talk and say, oh my God, he's being so mean and talking about eating the cats and dogs, whatever. Take all the seats, Timmy. These people are self-deporting because we have somebody in office who's strong. There's strength there. And people are like, oh, I'm not going to break the law because this guy means business. That's all it takes. I want to go
to El Salvador.
Yeah.
Balls. There's consequences. There's deterrence.
Balls. It takes balls and you don't have them, Tim. You don't have them, which is why I volunteer as tribute.
You guys, we're going to talk about dogs, but we're going to do it a little bit differently because in the perspective of talking about dogs and coat defense, we're actually going to talk about cows.
Daisy here with my Brahmins on the ranch, and I want to talk to you guys about coat defense preventative powder. This stuff is bomb, and not only for the dogs because we love it for the dogs, but we also love it for our cows because every once in a while in their little folds, I say little folds, I mean for a 1,200-pound animal, but in their folds on their hides, sometimes they get yeast and biome abnormalities. And so we will sprinkle a little bit on their hides. It's really good for that. And I like it. I like to put it in my boots, in my shoes, just to keep them from getting yeast. You can't, it's not for anything. But it's great for cows, great for horses, great for dogs, great for humans. You can get 15% off. It's just a wonderful product. CodeDefense.com. Use code CHICKS and get 15% off. I love your hat. Oh, thank you. That's Linus. Linus is a baby, you guys. You didn't see Opie. Opie was like, he's so camera shy. He's like, I can't be on the camera. My hair doesn't look good. He's such a baby. I'm
a little surprised at Democrats openly rooting against America. I think I'm a little bit surprised.
Really?
At how low they've gone. Even people like Tim Walz, who literally ran to be leader of the country, vice leader of the country, he is celebrating Tesla's struggle, like their stock going down. He is actively celebrating that. Just listen.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day.
What a piece of shit.
225 and dropping. So.
Yeah, I could take him.
And if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
This was Elon's response. He said, sometimes when I need a little boost, I look at the J.D. Vance portrait in the White House and thank the Lord.
So true. Praise be, right? Praise be.
Perfect.
You look at a Tim Walz, you look at these liberals who are cheering on the government stealing from you and me. We're not the same.
Not the same at all.
I mean, I think after 16 years of doing this, I have never felt so disconnected from other people in my country as I do now. Yeah. We are not the same. I'm just not as these people. If you're cheering that on, if you're cheering on the destruction of a company, of a guy who literally is a freaking genius, he is the American dream. When my daughter says, hey, I'd love to have a Tesla one day, and I look at Elon Musk and she wants to be an engineer and she sees him, I love that she looks up to a guy like Elon Musk, I don't care about his personal life. I don't care about anything he does personally. I'm talking about him as a genius and an innovator and an engineer. You cannot, if you deny that the guy has done amazing things in his life in America, if you deny that, we're not the same.
And there is no bigger patriot that I can think of right now because the risks that he is taking. In fact, one of the biggest Tesla stock owners or whatever is now openly calling for him to resign because he's so divisive. And I feel so bad for him because he doesn't have to do any of this.